Hey guys, welcome back to my channel on Meals with Jen. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make the best quesadilla burger with elote on the side. So for that you're going to need ground beef, shredded cheese, onion, romaine lettuce, tomato, bacon, jalapenos optional, corn, avocado, lime, flour tortillas, chili powder, sazon tropical seasoning, Parmesan cheese, sour cream, butter, Uncle Chris's steak seasoning, mayonnaise, Worcestershire, oh no more, nobody can say that, Worcestershire sauce, and Valentina and Chipotle sauce. So let's get started. Okay, so what we're going to start off with first is our corn. I already added pepper and butter, and I'm going to just top it off with this. This has salt in it, so it's kind of like gives it more flavor with salt, and it's just something I really like to use for a lot of my recipes. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on there. This is optional. And we're going to cover these and put them in the oven on 425 for about 25 minutes. Alright, so I went ahead and mashed my avocados. I used about 1.5 of those. And usually I put tomato and onion and cilantro in there. But because I'm making a burger and I'm already going to put tomato and onion on there, I kind of just left that out. And so I'm going to season it and add lime and the seasoning so that way it still tastes good. And I'm using about half a tablespoon. And just mix that in. And taste along the way to see if you need to add anything else. You can use different seasonings. You can add onion powder, garlic powder, cominos, salt, pepper, but this kind of already has a lot of that in there already, so that's why I kind of just like it, because I don't have to add all those other components. Our corn is done. Look at that steam. It's gonna be good. Alright, so I went ahead and formed my meat patty bowl. And this is something different that I discovered one night, just kind of just experimenting on how to make burgers and stuff. And so what I did is I grabbed my tortilla presser and I put my meat in between wax paper, and so just like a tortilla that you would press down, I'm going to do that for my meat, and it's going to form like a circular shaped patty. Look at that. It's great. It's big, but it's thin, and you can always just kind of like, you know, turn it over and, you know, smash it once again. So this side is a little bit more thin to where you get like an evenness. Anyway, I thought it was a really creative way to make hamburgers, patties, and so I'm going to do that one more time. And there it is. A thin patty ready for a quesadilla burger. So now that I've formed my circular shaped patty, I'm going to season it. And we're just going to dust it on top. To your preference, you can use other seasonings if you'd like. This has a lot of different ingredients in here that you don't need to add salt or garlic or onion powder, anything like that. It has it all in there, and that's why I like to use that. So I'm going to flip this over and season the other side. And now we are ready to cook our burger. So what I'm going to be adding onto our quesadilla burger is I'm going to make a chipotle mayo for the dressing for the burger. Some people can just use cream, or they can add just mayonnaise. I'm going to make mine a little different. So we're going to add some mayonnaise. And I don't know how much that is. That'd probably be like a tablespoon or something like that. And some chipotle sauce. You can use whichever brand you'd like. This is the one I'm using. And we're just going to add a few dashes and taste along the way. See if we need to add any more. Mix that in. Yeah. All right. So I got the consistency and the flavor that I like. This is what it looks like. I can't tell you exact measurements because it just all depends on your preference. But it's like a creamy, smoky flavor, and I already know it's going to be really delicious on the burger. So I have my jalapeno down to char. Now I'm going to add some butter. I already have some oil in the pan. And now I'm going to cook our onions down until they're nice and golden. Alright, so I have my butter in the pan. I'm going to mix this around, melt that down before adding our meat. And before doing so, you just want to be very careful and gentle when doing this part. You don't want to have your meat fall apart, so just be very careful when adding that to the pan. So I've been cooking this, and now it's ready to flip. We're going to cook that a little bit more, and at this point it was done, so I went ahead and removed it from my pan, and I added just like a tad bit of butter just to give it a little bit more flavor. Alright, so now we're going to assemble our elote. Going to add some corn, some mayonnaise, and cream. And this is all up to your preference on what you usually like. I know some people use different ingredients, and like I said, you know, you can use more or less. Definitely don't forget to add butter. That's essential. And some Parmesan cheese. And we're going to mix that. I don't know if y'all can see all that goodness. Alright, so now we're going to start assembling our quesadilla burger. I'm going to start by adding our mayo, chipotle mayo. I'm going to put a little bit on there. And again, you can use whatever you'd like. And then we're going to add some of our cheese. I'm going to make this like a quesadilla. So you're going to want to add your cheese on both ends of your tortillas. I'm using a cheddar and Swiss cheese mixture. I shredded myself. You can use the bag if you have to. It's going to come out better if you shred it yourself. And so you're going to appreciate that later on. And then we're going to add our meat. Going to top it with some bacon. And then our grilled onions. You can make this different ways, whatever toppings you like or whatever you like on your burger. This is what I like on mine. And then we are going to add our lettuce. And tomato. And more cheese. So that's going to bind it all together whenever we cook it on our pan.
Yeah.
All right, so now I've added our quesadilla burger to our pan. I added a little bit of oil and butter before adding this, and that's going to help make it like a golden crust, and it's going to be buttery whenever you bite into it, and you want to make sure not to skip out on your butter. It's going to give it that delicious taste, and you'll forget about eating it with a bun.
And we're back. I know it's been a little while. We took a little break. Jenn's been studying for her school. She's getting good grades, so, you know, that's a good reason not to be shooting some videos lately. But here we are. Summertime's coming. You can be expecting plenty more videos coming up. Today, Jenn made this awesome creation. I wouldn't have even thought of this. Like, who even knew this existed? A quesadilla cheeseburger? What? So, let's get into it. Also, before we get started, elote. It's my favorite. She baked that in the oven and roasted it up. I'm actually gonna take a bite of that first, just because I love me some elote. You get that spice kicking. Tastes like that stuff you get in Pasadena, Texas. If you know what I'm saying, you know something good. All right, let's go ahead and take a bite of this. Look at this. Forget your soft bun action. This is quesadilla action. How good does that look? You got bacon, tomatoes, you got lettuce, you got that Chipotle ranch, or no, mayo, sorry. Chipotle mayo. My bad, baby. Let me take a bite. Let me see how you did. It's better than a cheeseburger. Holds together better.
What do you think?
Hold on now. Hold on. This is fantastic. Why have we not thought of this before?
Just ran out of buns.
This would be good for like game day. Like, let's face it, cheeseburgers, like, someone say, hey, come over for cheeseburgers. You're like,
This is really good for the summer. Summer's coming up, so you have some friends over, and if you have a grill, this is gonna be an even better recipe for you to make. You can put your corn on the grill, you can put your burgers on the grill, jalapenos, and you know, just make your majority of the meal on the grill and
This could be 100% done on the grill.
yeah, have your tortillas on the side. However, I was just trying to show you a different way to make cheeseburgers different and exciting. Sometimes it can get old and you gotta just play with the recipe sometimes.
This is the way to go. Spice up your next cheeseburger. Make this recipe. The best part about that guacamole we made is you can dip. Baby Nora said, that's good eats though.
Just like a quesadilla.
The best Mexican American fusion you could possibly have. What if we even get fancy and just
You want to see?
That's good stuff right there. Subscribe, like this video,